I want us to do a very simple analysis. And of course, this is focus analysis of this week trade. Let's just start with the goal. Now let's just write all these things down before we forget. Now, number one, this is how we're going to start our analysis. What are we going to look out for? Just simply look for continuation patterns. Okay, look for continuation patterns, right? Then the second thing that we should be looking out for is identify key level. Okay, and then we should look for reversal structures. Okay, structures, correct. Now, and at the same time, we are on of the key levels. Let's try to understand how price is going to play around those key levels. Okay, understand right. So this is it. So these are the things that we should be looking out for in this market. And of course, let's get started. So first things, let's just go to the daily time frame and start with the continuation patterns. Let's hit the daily real quick. This is it. Now what do we see? Now when we go to the daily, we don't see any continuation pattern. Let's just try to flip our screen, right? So of the daily, we only see this is how the market was trending, right? So for me, the previous continuation pattern that I've seen is this level right there. But then now I've not seen any continuation pattern, right? So look for continuation patterns. Let's try with this right there. So we'll start our analysis based on that continuation pattern. So what do? Let's flip our screen back. So this is it. This was the continuation pattern right there. Then we have it right there, correct? Now the next thing we should do is identify key levels. Okay, so we need to mark out this as our previous high that the market did break after forming this continuation pattern. That's another key level. The next key level, of course, is this is all right there that the market is currently reversing from, correct? And then another one should be this level right there, but I think we should not. Anyway, let's just mark this. Let's not ignore. Let's just go with what we've written. Then identify reversal structures. Of course, we will try to identify those reversal structures of the lower time frame. Okay, then now here I think we should have add a trend line, correct? Let's just have this right there, identify key levels, and then add a trend line, right there. That's it. Now let's clone this, have it right here. That's a very simple analysis. So this is what we have based on this analysis basically. So now let's go to the H4 right there. We just repeat the same thing once again. All right, this is based on the daily. So of the H4, we still need to identify continuation patterns, key levels, the way we did of the daily. Let me just remove this because I think I don't need that. Okay, right? Now let me just have this right there. Do you see any reversal structure? I mean, what was that? Continuation pattern. Yes, there was this one right here. Let's have that. Let's have this right there. Right, then identify key levels. We had a level right here. Let's mark this level 2. Right, then let's flip the screen right there. So that's another one. What do you see? Let's just make it more clean. We don't want to miss out anything. So this is what we see. Then the next thing, okay, we are not done with what's that continuation pattern. What do you see? If you have sharp eyes, you should identify this also as a continuation pattern, probably in the making, you understand, unless price tries to interfere with this. Then for now we just need to maybe have this as a continuation pattern right there. So let's go to the H1. This is it, slowly by slowly. Remember, right now we just trying to understand the current position of the market so that we look for better entry positions, right? So let's just have this right there. So for now, this is what we see. Okay, this is a kind of a continuation pattern, and then we've identified key levels, right? There's this level right there. So there's that possibility that now price might try to go back to hit this level right there, go back, then do this before maybe going up to break out of this high, right? So that's now trying to figure out the long term. So let's continue. Identify reversal structure. Have we added trend line? Yes, we've done added trend line, this one and this one, to make that continuation pattern. Then now identify reversal structure. For now, we've seen that price already is giving us a double bottom right there, because we have also another level right here. If we cater for this zone right there, price is giving us a double bottom, right? So this is what we see now. Yes, we see price is giving us a double bottom right here, but does it mean that we should be looking for buys now if price breaks out of these neckline? Let's just mark this as a neckline right here, because you've seen first, second and the third. Okay, let's just see, maybe we have another trend that we missed out. No, I don't see. Let's hit the 15. Okay, now this is what we see. Let's flip this join right there. We've had only first, second, so there's that possibility, of course. Double top, triple top, correct. Now if price does this, breaks out of this double top, of which that was a double bottom, the screens flip like this, we anticipate a correction or a pullback right there before maybe seeing price going back to that high, right? But for me, let me just remove this. For me, I think if I want to take a gold trade, that is this gold trade, I still anticipate that price might do this, continue dropping, going back to respect this trend, something like this, continue dropping. Then now once I see price going up, then comes back, that's when I should be looking for my buy position. Why? Now, one thing about continuation patterns, the entry position usually is based on head and shoulders or inverse head and shoulders, right? Then now of this, we only see a double bottom, which I don't want to fall for that, right? So if I want to look for my entry, I should be looking for only head and shoulders. Okay, identify how price approaches the key levels, right? So this key level right here, that's a continuation pattern. So we've seen price giving us an impulse phase correction, impulse phase. Now this is just kind of correction, continuation pattern. Now I want the market to go back, come back to does this. Then now once we get a confirmation, now that's when probably we will see the market going back to target this level. Now if you kind of see, this is a left shoulder right there, head, right shoulder, right? So that is what I'm anticipating on gold strictly. If I don't see those kind of move, then I'm going to avoid this pair. So one thing I should be doing, have this alert right there, then add it to my I list. Add that, right? Now the next pair that I'm supposed to talk about should be AUDCAD, but then I've done this analysis. So I don't want to remove my drawings. Then let's take it back to maybe daily, right? So if I remove this, something like this, now remember, oh come on, I should have copied the other ones. Let's take it back to gold. Where are you? Where is let's copy these ones. copy all these, then paste that on AutoCAD. Let's have it right there. Let's paste it right there. Now remember, the first thing that we said is look for continuation pattern. Right now, based on the daily, what do you see? There's a big continuation pattern right here that should be identified, right? Then the second one, identify those key levels. We have these key levels marked. Even if I extend this right there, that's marked. And of course, you also have another key level right there marked. Then the next thing is add a trend line. We've added the trend line. We've seen our first touch right there. Second touch, the market has hit the third touch, right? First touch, second touch, you anticipate the market to go back to hit that level to give us our third touch, right? Then identify reversal structures. Is the market giving us any reversal structures? Let's go to the H4 real quick right there. Right now, this is what we see based on the H4. Now, if you want to identify any kind of a reversal structure, for me, I'm seeing that the market is trying to give us a left shoulder right there, head. Oh, come on, let's start that. Left shoulder right there, head. And now we anticipate the market is trying to give us right shoulder before we see the market going up, correct? Now, where our guidance, let's just have this right there. Now that's based on the H4. Then we repeat the same thing. Look for continuation patterns, right? Let's go to the H1, just repeating the same things, right? Look for continuation pattern. Where is continuation pattern? Is there any continuation pattern? Right here. There is that possibility of a continuation pattern, this one right here, right? So the market has given us an impulse phase correction, impulse, and now it's trying to give us this continuation pattern right there. Then identify key levels. We have this level right there that the market is trying to play around. If it breaks, we still have the next level, which is this zone right there. That is the last level that if price breaks, then probably the uptrend is invalid, right? Unless we see price giving us other things, right? So identify how price approaches those key level, right? So we need to identify how price is approaching this level, which we still have this continuation pattern. So let's go to the 15 right there. So this is it. Now yeah, like I say, impulse correction, impulse. Now this is just correction, and now what do we see? We had a correction, impulse. Now kind of the market is trying to give us correction, third touch. If the market does this, let's just remove this and start afresh. Remember, I said on continuation pattern, I only look for head and shoulders, not double bottom. But now I see the market is kind of giving me a double bottom, right? So this is how we're going to work this out. If price try to respect this double bottom, because remember we still have this trend line right there that the market is kind of trying to respect. Let's just extend this right there, right? Same as gold. This is how we're going to do, right? So if price doesn't give us a head and shoulder, this is what we anticipate. Let the market do its thing, double bottom as it does. Then now once we see price breaking out of that neckline right there, something like this, now we're not going to take the entry after that break, because why? This is just an impulse phase. So all we need to do is do what? Wait for another correction of that neckline right there into with a continuation pattern, something like this. Then I think once we get our head and shoulder right there, then we go in. I hope that makes sense, guys. So keep your ears up, guys. Check out my Telegram link in the description box below, and until next time, amigos, peace.